Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. We see by the title below, this is on episode 23 of Macross Delta, which means, of course, there is only 3 more episodes left. Yes, they actually are going to have 26 and not just 25 episodes. Does that really mean anything? In my opinion, no. I honestly, I've been trying to just let it go, continue watching. After pretty much when the second course started, it went downhill. The pacing just felt super slow, and they've thrown in so many informational type of episodes while throwing more things in there. There's more mystery, more questions, and normally that's okay, right? As long as you have enough episodes to clearly have a good pacing for everything else. And when you have so much episodes lined up together, all slow paced, it starts to just feel just like not anything. It just feels like, is there ever going to be anything happening in this, or are we just going to go like this the whole way, And I hear all the time that Macross Delta so far has not, in terms of how the other Macross series have been, in terms of, dogfights and action scenes and everything, it hardly has any. And for the past whole, second core, we've barely had any of that, really. There's a couple dogfights here and there, but there's barely anything, really. And I'm not hating the anime I'm not just here hating it and everything. I have been 100% behind Macross Delta since I started watching it. When someone told me to watch it, decided to watch it. I enjoyed the first episodes, enjoyed pretty much a lot of the first core. And then after the second half of this, it starts to get, the pacing gets slower. But there's still some pretty interesting things. Actually, there is a lot of interesting things. And if they knew how to pace it correctly, it would feel and, be pretty damn awesome in my opinion. A lot of mystery, a lot of questions I've had for countless episodes. But then now they've been just here's some questions. Oh, you didn't get them answered yet? Too bad. We're going to put them down. We're going to bring up more questions for you. And you're just left wondering so many things. And now we only have 3 episodes left. What the hell? There's no way they could fill in everything that is left over. There's, Hayate's damn father we still don't really know the full specifics of everything on that. In this episode, you do get to see, Hayate them are brought to where the dimensional weapon was dropped and everything, and we even see the ship that Hayate's father was in, and where they found a dead body, which of course was his father, they said. We don't know for sure the specifics of everything. They're saying that was his father. They're saying, he did this, but did he really do it? We still don't know. There's the whole thing in that part where Freya, Mirage are trying to back up, and say, you don't really know the full specifics of everything. Were you there did you see it with your own eyes? And that really is true. They're just throwing blames out. They don't really know who really did it. So I don't know how they're going to figure it out, where they're going to get this, the information for all of this kind of stuff and throw it in. There's so much of that still yet. And then we still have the whole Mikomo thing. We still have, slowly they're throwing in some stuff, but they pretty much just, said, oh, she's actually a clone kind of thing. And obviously from this episode, when you see Royd and his kind of creepiness going into Zoan, calling her the Star Singer, obviously, it pretty much means that obviously Lady M, whoever that is, to which I'm guessing we're never going to get information on her either, even though they countlessly throw her name in here like it's some important figure, but they don't want to ever show her or even describe her or anything of the sorts, which is that's another thing. What the hell? Who is this Lady M? What is her importance? Why is she, she's the one who created this? And then Mikomo, slowly you see a little bit of some stuff, obviously if she's a Star Singer, there's a high possibility that's why she has these memories and stuff of seeing her sing in front of the proto culture ruins and stuff, that maybe she was actually a clone of the Star Singer that Lady M had found or something. That's definitely a possibility. But still, we don't fully know everything about that. There's still a lot of, a shroud of mystery around Mikomo. There's still a shroud of mystery around Hayate's dad. There's still countless things from, the what's it called? The nuns back, that one group that was doing some, dimensional weapon kind of, research and stuff, and pretty much they're the ones who dropped the bomb. They were saying, oh, this and that, too bad that didn't end up working. There's still some like, are they behind what's going on here? Are they the ones who dropped the bomb? We don't fully know who it is yet. There's still the whole Epsilon Foundation that we don't really know why they are doing this, and if there's more that they're behind. The last episode we did see that them and Royd aren't fully backing each other up anymore, and in this one as well, there's this whole thing with Royd saying he's fully going to be committing his wings to Mikumo's voice and everything. So it's kind of like he's abandoning the Windermans. He doesn't care about all that kind of stuff now, and he's just going to help Mikumo for whatever he has planned for her. So there's a lot of things that are going on that honestly I cannot see, like, unless they like do it, like literally rush everything. I do not see how they could fit all this stuff in 3 episodes while also putting in some action and stuff obviously as well. You can't just have like all this slow-paced episode without any action and then all of a sudden end it with no action as well. You need to put some action in here. We need to have some dogfights. We need to have some craziness. The stuff that you guys have said that normally a lot of these Macross series have these crazy dogfights. That's one of the things it's known for and stuff. I love the songs. There's no doubt about it. I love the songs in Delta. But even then, we haven't had that much new songs come in where I've really enjoyed. We had one in this one, which was of course showing what's it called? Freya pretty much singing a song when she was younger, which was cute and everything, and it does also show the whole fact that that MP3 player that she ended up getting from someone was obviously Hayate's father. So there's still some shrouding mystery behind Freya and her memory, that she seems to have some memory lapses of what really happened there, because obviously she was there when the weapon blew up. But all of a sudden, now she remembers, like, she starts to remember things, and she didn't remember everything before, but she's like, I remember being here for some reason. But she kind of just lost all that memory for some reason. So it had to have been important. She obviously was close to Hayate's father, and maybe, I don't know, everyone seems to think that Hayate's father dropped a bomb, but there's still the whole thing that we don't really know fully the specifics on that. So it's just, honestly, I've been, you've seen my reviews. I've been enjoying Macross Delta. I've loved it. I've been trying to defend it. I've been trying to see, no, you know what? We're, back several episodes ago, like, we could still get to the crazy action parts. We will still get our, questions answered and everything. But we're already at the point where there's only 3 episodes left. Someone did mention, like, how a bunch of other Macross series have been, that there may end up having to be where we end this on a cliffhanger and we end up having a movie, a Macross Delta movie. I'm not too sure how that goes, how they usually have the movies, and how long will we have to wait for that. But I wanted like a full season to just end, have everything, pacing correctly and ending awesomely. I don't want to have to end up, seeing all this damn informational episodes, these slow-paced episodes, and we don't really get much. We just get a huge cliffhanger, and all of a sudden, hey, the movie's going to come out way later. Like, what? I don't know how that could be like that, but honestly, from what it looks like right now at this moment, I cannot see them putting all the information, all the questions that we have at the moment lingering, answered, without, there's still a bunch of more things that look like they might end up having more questions, more build up to other things in the next episode. So in the end, we might only have, like, really, honestly, realistically, 2 episodes for a huge kind of explosive conclusion kind of thing. So honestly, I don't really know right now. This episode, it was, like I said, mostly they landed, of course. Obviously, they were trying to run around, trying to get to their, pretty much do the plan. There's a couple other things, obviously. You see a couple cute things as well. We see Mikumo starting to, shew more emotions. She's blushing and everything. Her reactions, honestly, are definitely super cute. And I would think that if they had more time in this as well, instead of, maybe some of these episodes we didn't need certain things, or if they expanded and had, I don't know, maybe a bigger season. Normally I wouldn't say you need more than this much of a season. Maybe there's a second season, that's a possibility. I don't know if that's ever happened, guys. Has there ever been a time where instead of a movie coming out later, they have a second season? That's honestly would be cool as well. But I feel like if they did have enough time, that it would be pretty cool to see Mikumo slowly change and learn more about her. Instead, they just threw out that whole thing. They ended up saving her, and she pretty much like, oh yeah, I was born in a tube. I'm only like 3 years old or something like that. And that was it. They didn't really delve more into that. And it just honestly, it kind of bugs me on a lot of the things that they could have done a lot better if executed, a certain way. There's still the love triangle as well. It comes to the point that there was finally, like, there was one part in here where, Mirage and Freya end up confronting each other, like, oh, why you do this so much for Hayate? Why you do this so much for Hayate? And they were about to say something, to which, of course, Hayate ends up coming, and it kind of just ruins that, and that was all we got, the love triangle. There's no way you can get all that informational stuff from, everything that we've been going through for the past how many episodes, the second half, to, of course, having, also the love triangle as well. Like, what's going to happen here? There's not enough development for this. I still don't think this is a love triangle at all. Now, whether you think it should be Freya or whether you think it should be Mirage, I honestly don't care, because in my opinion, there's no love triangle at all. They have not developed this love triangle well at all. Now, I know you guys have said as well that the love triangles aren't always good, but damn, I really feel like 2 episodes left. What are they going to do? All of a sudden, one of them, the only explanation I could see happening is one of them dying, really. And then all of a sudden, oh, okay, love triangle, they're done. The 2 of them are together now, kind of thing. Honestly, I do not know how they're going to bunch all these kind of things in 3 episodes. It really, really confuses me. And this is hard for me to say, considering I have enjoyed, Macross Delta. I enjoyed the first half. The second half did have some pretty interesting informational stuff, but the pacing of everything just felt wrong. And instead of answering questions, they throw in more questions while not answering the other one. So instead, you come to the point where we're at the very end with a shitload of questions and not enough time to answer all of them, not enough time to show all of this, not enough time to explain all of these kind of things. And unless you just completely rush it in these next 3 episodes, so I'm predicting there's only 3 possibilities. 1, everything gets rushed. 2, we have a movie. 3, we have a season 2. Now, I don't know if there's ever been, like I said before, if you guys want to tell me, feel free to do it below. Has there ever been a chance that, a season 2? Is there a chance that that's possible? Or is that no way in hell that's going to happen? And if anything, they would have a movie. Because honestly, I don't know. I'm hoping they get everything set up in a good way, but there's no way that they'll be able to finish in 3 episodes. Honestly, that's how I feel. We'll just have to wait and see how everything goes. But yeah, that was pretty much the episode. Mostly, once again, another build-up with more questions. You get a little bit of Hayate's questions answered with his father, and then pretty much you get not the whole full answer, while adding more questions to that question still yet. So it's like, I don't know. We honestly, like I said, we just have to wait for the next episode to see how it goes, how these next 3 episodes go. I'm predicting the next episode still yet we won't get anything explosive. I still think it's going to be mostly informational stuff, mostly more build-up stuff, and maybe towards the end of that episode we'll get some crazy action kind of stuff. But I'm predicting the last 2 episodes are either going to be super rushed, or like people have predicted or guessed, maybe the possibility there's probably going to end up being a movie. Feel free to comment below also as well. How long does it usually take to get the movie out after the whole season? Because, man, I don't want to wait like super long for that either. That's just, honestly, I don't see why you would do that. Might as well just make a full season kind of thing, like 2 seasons or a big ass like 50 episode kind of season. Not just do all of this and then, do the season. I heard someone said too that this was supposed to be only like the first half was supposed to go like this, and then the second half wasn't really supposed to happen, but then they ended up doing it, and everything obviously would make sense considering they're just throwing shit out and it doesn't feel like it was planned. I don't know. It's just, honestly, there's a lot of things going on right now that really it's got me thinking, but I'm still hoping. I'm still a fan of Macross Delta. I still love the music. I still love certain characters. I still love the story that it started off with. Hopefully everything can end well. Hopefully if there is a movie, it will be done, as, a good job as well. And hopefully we won't have to wait too long either for that. But yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I'm missing you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. It really does help the channel. And yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. So till next time, see Yeah.